on tap as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
Welcome back to New York.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Yeah.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now ETN to start the drive. Nice his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 18 carries, 119 yards, and the score.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, you know, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
No.
And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack our offense?
So the Jets now in great position here to start things out. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm not lying. Right there. Hurt. Reload. Street. Shot alert. Ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Down right around the 25. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season? And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Looks like a 9-yard loss.
I pressed L2, and I don't know why I did it so early, but look what it made me do. Stalled. So I went,
He also brings up 4th. So not only do you not get the 1st down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot. You just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is?
Cross,
Interception.
not the way I
One
wanted.
interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now Lawrence to throw. They'll fire this deep for Hardy. And it's
Two in a row.
intercepted.
Harrison, again.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
No,
They'll go again with Hall. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move to chains. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Give to Hall running right. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
2nd down and 6 now. A toss left side for Hall. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. You look at this Jaguar defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Aluakon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays.
You caught it. What are you doing?
Hold on. Yeah, he caught it. They said you were out of bounds, right?
No, it's 1st and 10.
Oh, it's not.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
Street, hey, check that, street, Lion.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Here's Hall again, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Set up.
Diaz Off play action. Escaping the pressure right. But that's going to be incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Off the play fake. Diaz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Back to throw. Diaz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead end if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit. Brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did,
yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. Toss left side for ETN. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. A give to ETN.
I got through and tripped and I knocked him over.
The field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they...
Crazy, bro.
I managed to knock him over even though I tripped over the guy's back foot.
Oh, shit. That was hot, kid.
No, he tripped me, I'm tripping him. Fuck that.
Oh, shit.
Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The slot man in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. That is caught. Touchdown! Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Return team. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Paul want to give up the middle. And now off to the races, down the right side. Brees Hall, he's to the 20. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Brees Hall with now...
Oh, you're fucking 7-yard line.
Ah, look at that big ass tackle. Yeah! Monster. I'm not the monster. You're the monster.
Then you have
Beast. Beast. The beast.
touchdowns on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. Play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And it both specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion. Muscles him off. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the bootleg. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Clock keeps moving. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback.
Yeah. Oh, Madden. Hands on.
No Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Running out of the gun with ETN.
Oh, shoved it.
And they will
See
get
that?
this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. If they just have normal games, they'll get to the lines and run up. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has.
Oh,
And the nifty footwork, but only able to get it to his own 20. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Diaz now on third and 2. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Y'all make fun of that.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there, but a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. Fourth down, this is taking a big risk. It's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Get your ass down.
Oh, come on.
He's down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
What? He leaped over.
What? I was cool hands. Oh, Barrett Tucker was me. I pushed him, and then what I do?
Wait.
Oh, I ran into him by accident. I didn't know. Yo, he flopped, man.
Wow.
Referee, he flopped.
C-Man, Elijah Vera Tucker.
No, our football players are getting. That's what it sounds like in there?
Yeah. So stupid. Stop.
Everybody used to play FIFA fights with bitch ass niggas.
Now Diaz. A final shot before break. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh! Incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we end the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first,
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second half starts with a run by Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Nice. Yeah, Bowman.
It's Bowman. Big gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Time we learn to implement.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Able to break through that initial contact. It winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Throwing is Diaz. Off the play fake. Flushed out right.
Oh, shit.
That is man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Before he crosses over out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Lawrence. Throw on sideline falls incomplete. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Right there.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York set to take the field. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Well, 69 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. On first down, right back to Hall. He gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Running left, it's Hall. And now a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're running the ball quickly on fourth down. That's what you're looking for. Praise has to.
Yeah, I never see somebody move so quickly in my life. What?
So still, get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Yo, I had such a delayed reaction too. That's messed up.
It happened in fast motion look different than that.
Yeah, like.
Oh, you fuck, yo.
It made me
Offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here's Diaz throwing on 4th down.
boom!
Find the open man. That's complete.
Big ass drop.
21 yards there. Big play on 4th down.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of blowing it up.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Diaz throwing on first down.
Go, see me. Fuck me up. Good.
Inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run the ball. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
One more time with Hall.
There you go.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yo, I don't know what the heck happened to me. You stalled? I thought you would come across.
No, he stalled it again.
I just took off. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. There's nobody else.
Oh, see Ray running, boom. Yo, where's Dr. Wiley at? Talk to you.
Field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Everything we get, we take from it.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground. ETN. There he goes, right side. How about this? Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 85 yards. And the Jags use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation. Because they will love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. 190 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. A short throw to Ingram. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get bored when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
This one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Beckham the return. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Oh. Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control. They're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
For the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to get to the ball even faster.
Oh, it's throwing it too.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Reyes. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Oh.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Before come out. What is he doing? You get a bunch and you're going to
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Yeah. Who's out there again?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags
No, hell no. We definitely have been cheated. No, hell no. I'm sorry. As much as I like to say this was not a cheat game, there's something extremely wrong. We'll be right back.